What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Daniel, and if you guys don't know, well now you know. So as you guys know by today, it is Scary Friday. And with this second episode, I had to do something more scarier. But before this video starts, can you guys please like the video? It will help me out, it will help the channel out, and if you guys can subscribe. All it takes to like the video is about 5 seconds of your time. If you guys can do that for me, I would really appreciate it. I'll wait 5 seconds for you guys to do that before the video starts.
A few moments later.
And with that being said, let's get to the video. So we all know about superstitions, like Friday the 13th, no umbrellas inside, crossing your fingers, making a wish on a wishbone, knock on wood, or the number 666. But a particular cultural superstition that always freaked me out, who always had the most scariest urban legends, are the Japanese superstitions. The Japanese superstitions are so good that they even made movies out of them. The most famous ones that we know is The Ring and The Grudge, which if you guys watch the American ones, they were pretty scary itself. But if you watch the original ones, the Japanese ones, they were beyond scarier than the American ones. And with that being said, let's get to the first superstition today, which is Sanpaku eyes. I actually learned about this superstition and it's kind of mind-blowing. Sanpaku-gan, or Sanpaku, is a Japanese term meaning 3 whites. It was introduced into English by George Osawa in the mid-1960s, but it is generally referred to in English as Sanpaku eyes, and refers to the eyes in which either the white space above or below the iris is revealed. According to Chinese-Japanese medical face readings, when the white part of the eye, known as the sclera, is visible beneath the iris, it represents physical imbalance in the body and is claimed to be present in alcoholics, drug addicts, and people who overconsume sugar or grain. Upper sclera, which means the white above the iris showing, is common with babies, but for an adult, it is said to be an indication of mental imbalance in people such as psychotics, murderers, and anyone rageful. Nobody. In either condition, it is believed that these people attract accidents and violence. In August of 1963, George Osawa, who we mentioned earlier, is an advocate for microbiotics and predicted that President John F. Kennedy would experience great danger because of his Sanpaku condition. In 1965, Osawa, assisted by William Dufty, wrote "You Are All Sanpaku," which offers the following perspective. For thousands of years, people of the Far East have been looking into each other's eyes for signs of this dreaded condition. Any sign of the Sanpaku meant that a man's entire system, physical, psychological, and spiritual, was out of balance. He had committed sins against the order of the universe, and he was therefore sick, unhappy, insane, what the West has come to call accident-prone. The condition of Sanpaku is a warning, a sign from nature, that one's life is threatened by an early and tragic end. According to Osawa, this condition could be treated by a microbiotic diet emphasizing brown rice and soybeans. There's a handful of people and celebrities we know who have Sanpaku eyes. President John F. Kennedy, who was assassinated at the end of his 3rd year in office while doing a campaign in Dallas, Texas. John Lennon. He was an English singer, songwriter, and a musician who achieved worldwide fame with the Beatles. Later in his career, he was then shot outside his apartment in Manhattan and died. Before his death, Yoko Ono, who was his wife, was a Japanese descendant and also told John Lennon he had Sanpaku eyes, which she explained meant 3 whites. Another famous celebrity who had Sanpaku eyes was Michael Jackson. He was an American singer, songwriter, and dancer, dubbed the King of Pop. He is regarded as one of the most significant cultural figures in the 20th century, but unfortunately passed away in 2009 from cardiac arrest in Los Angeles, California. There's many celebrities with Sanpaku eyes who met their fate and passed away in tragic ways. Let me know in the comments if you guys have Sanpaku eyes, whether it's the white above your iris showing or it's below the iris. I checked in the mirror and I don't think I have him. Well, anyways, let's get to the next superstition. Taking pictures in 3. One thing you guys should know, you should be careful with how you take pictures with friends and family in Japan. Never take a picture of 3 people side by side. According to Japanese superstition, the person in the middle will die before the other 2 people. This actually goes back to the earliest days of photography in Japan, when the cameras could only accurately focus on the person in the middle of a portrait. Older people still believe photos stole your soul, and it was thought that a more accurate portrait meant that more of your soul was stolen. On top of this, the most respected person tended to be placed in the middle, in other words, the oldest person, who would then tend to die before the others, reinforcing the belief. So basically, if you took a photo in 3 side by side, The one in the middle is apparently supposed to die first. So what's crazy was that when I was younger, I was in LA visiting my dad and was hanging out with my cousins. And one night we were all outside and my cousin pulled out her camera and we ended up taking a photo side by side together. So after we took that photo, my oldest cousin was like, hey, did you guys know that if you were to take a picture in 3, that one of you guys are supposed to die early? And when I was younger, I was like, maybe he's just trying to scare me. But it's crazy to know that it's a real superstition in the Japanese culture. I don't know, I'm pretty mind blown to learn about this because the whole time I believed that it was fake. Let me know in the comments if you guys believe in this superstition. And if you guys want a separate video specifically about this, let me know in the comments as well. So for this final superstition, this one is actually pretty scary and I've actually heard about this superstition and it's really creepy. This one is called Hanaku-san. Hanaku-san is a Japanese urban legend about a spirit of a young girl named Hanaku-san who haunts school toilets. I know it sounds like bullshit, but hear me out on this. Like many urban legends, the details of the origins of the legend vary depending on the account. Different versions of the story include that Hanaku-san is a ghost of a World War II era girl who was killed while playing hide and seek during an air raid. Another theory was that she was murdered by a parent or stranger, or that she committed suicide in a school toilet. Legends about Hanaku-san have achieved some popularity in Japanese schools, where children may challenge classmates to try to summon Hanaku-san. The character has been depicted in a variety of media, including films, anime, and video games, and not just as the notorious Hanaku-san, but Hanaku-kun, the male version. To summon Hanaku-san, it is often said that individuals must enter a girl's restroom, usually on the 3rd floor of a school, knock 3 times on the 3rd stall, and ask if Hanaku-san is present. If Hanaku-san is there, she will reply with some variation of, "Yes, I am here." Depending on the story, the individual may then witness the appearance of a bloody or ghostly hand. The hand, or Hanaku-san herself, may pull the individual into the toilet, which may lead to hell, or the individual may be eaten by a 3-headed lizard who claims that the individual was invading Hanaku-san's privacy. So I don't know if this urban legend is actually somewhat real, or it was a way to get kids to go to their class, make them behave, but I don't know, that's actually kind of a crazy one. But again, if you guys want me to do a separate video about this particular superstition, let me know in the comments and I will. Well anyways, that wraps up the video and I appreciate you guys watching. And again, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be informed whenever I upload. And if you guys haven't checked out episode 1 of Scary Fridays, I will leave the link, probably might pop up right here or maybe right here. But other than that, I appreciate you guys watching and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Ah!